They say a wedding is supposed to be the happiest day of your life. But mine began with glass cutting across the floor like angry stars. And at the center of it all wasn't joy, wasn't love, it was my sister. Her scream split the room in half. "You think this day belongs to you," she roared. And in that moment, every eye turned, not toward me, not toward my bride, but toward the collapse of everything I thought I could trust. The bottle shattered first. Then the cake. Vanilla cream dripping into the carpet like melted bones. Guests frozen, whispers rising, and my mother, my own mother, ran not to me, but to her. She cradled my sister, Sylvia, like she was the wounded one. My father looked at his shoes. My wife gripped my arm. And I stood there. A groom stripped bare, while the world rearranged itself around my humiliation that night. The smell of frosting still clung to my jacket. Wine had stained my cuffs. I sat at the computer in the dark. And for the first time in my life, I didn't cry for her. I didn't shield her. I began to take back what was mine. Sylvia was only 2 years younger, but she'd lived her whole life like gravity bent around her. She was chaos. I was cleanup. Every failed grade, every breakup, every slammed door, she dropped it on me, and I carried it. Because that's what an older brother does. Or at least, that's what I told myself when I got engaged. I bent over backwards to include her. Dress shopping, menu tastings, phone calls at midnight where she tore my choices apart but still demanded a seat at the table. I thought she just needed love. I thought she just needed time. But the truth? She never forgave me for stepping outside her shadow. For daring to build a life that didn't revolve around her. It started small. My fiancé's name accidentally missing from the shower invitations. A mysterious call to the venue trying to cancel our booking, a prank, she claimed. Then the screenshots. A group chat where she mocked my tux, my vows, even the way I walked, but none of it compared to that smile. After the champagne, after the cake, when she stood there with icing on her hands and fire in her eyes. That wasn't loss of control. That was a choice. She wanted to wound me. And she wanted an audience, and in that moment, I realized I had an audience too. Years of bills I'd covered. A lease she couldn't have signed without me. Tuition deposits in her name, backed by my account. All the safety nets she danced across, they were mine. And I could cut them. So I did. At 2 a.m., I pulled her tuition. Vanished with one transfer. At 3, I froze the lease payments. Her landlord suddenly discovered who he was really renting to. And by 4, I shut down the co-signed card she'd begged me to open. Then I waited. At 7:30, the calls began. First the texts, "Why is my account empty?" Then panic, "The landlord says I'm screwed." Then finally, her voice. Cracked, trembling. "Tell me this isn't you." I let her speak. Let her choke on the fear. Then I said, steady as stone, "You tried to humiliate me in front of everyone I love. You wanted me small. Now you'll learn what small really is." She gasped. "You wouldn't. You can't." I whispered back, "I already did." And I hung up. I didn't celebrate. Didn't pour a drink or kiss my wife in triumph. I just sat on the balcony, city lights flickering below me, and felt something sharper than joy. Control. Over the next weeks, everything unraveled. She dropped out of school. The apartment was gone. Friends who once laughed at her chaos began to step away. My mother begged me to fix it. My father admitted he'd seen this coming all along. Sylvia texted me one last time. For words. "You've ruined me." I stared at the message until the letters blurred. Then I deleted it. Because the truth is, I didn't ruin her. I just stopped carrying her, and here's the part that still haunts me: when the world finally saw her without my hands holding her up, without my shoulders breaking under her weight. I didn't feel guilt. I felt free, but freedom has a taste. Bitter at first, then strangely sweet. And I can't help but wonder, if I'd let go years earlier, would I have lived my life sooner? Or was it always meant to end this way, What do you think? If someone you loved dragged you down for years, would you cut the rope? Or would you keep carrying them, even as they drowned you both?